the Star Wars or the media has predicted 30 of the last 5 Star Wars movies.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had quite a few Star Wars movie announcements, and either they didn't happen, or they became Disney Plus TV shows.
Yep. And way more where the scheduling didn't work out.
Oh, yes,
The
yes.
Ryan Johnson trilogy, the one that the
Game,
showrunners of
Game of Thrones.
Game
Yeah,
of Thrones were going to work on. We
yeah.
were supposedly going to get Knights of the Old Republic. We were going to get suppose yeah, just like on and on and on
Yeah.
and on.
Patty Jenkins was going to do Rogue Squadron,
Yes,
and
but the scheduling didn't work out. But it's not canceled, guys. Totally.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, apparently Disney even told Kathleen Kennedy to stop announcing Star Wars movies.
Right, because I wonder if it's like just Kathleen's attempt to stay relevant and keep her job.
Mm. Well,
Because
yeah,
like on the one hand, you could look at it as okay, she came out with 5 Star Wars movies. One was a bomb, but the other 4 all actually did Rogue One make a billion?
yes,
Okay,
I
that's
think
right.
it did. I think it did. Yeah.
Let's find out. To the numbers.
Yes, it did, just barely.
Okay, so if you have 4 movies came out with a billion, like that's a decent record. On the other hand, the big drops in merchandising and the fact that part of it's EA's fault that there were only 3 Star Wars games that came out over since Disney purchased them.
Hmm.
But still, uh, so for this movie to get announced, it's like they watched Midnight's Edge or Doomcock and said, "Hmm, what movie, what Star Wars project could we announce that would generate the most intense negative reaction from the fandom menace?"
Yes, we will hire the writer of Prometheus and 2 hated Star Trek movies, and the director from Miss Marvel.
Yes. Uh, Outside Ms. Marvel, Obaid Chinoy is best known as a documentarian, and she has won Academy Awards for Best Documentary Short Film in 2011's Saving Face and 2015's A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness. Which, yeah, man, hiring people who are mostly known for documentaries worked out so nicely for the Eternals.
Yeah. The most boring Marvel movie to date.
The one where your boy Zach said, it feels weird that I've watched every single MCU movie. I guess I should watch this." And then he comes back later, like, "I'm not watching this. Every screen shot I look at, it looks like just a bunch of extras milling around."
That's pretty much what it was. Yeah.
I forget. Did you submit that to yourself?
What? Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You did. I
Yes.
blocked it out.
Yeah. I watched it on Disney Plus, and yeah, it was just like.
Oh yeah, and there's also an untitled Taika Waititi Star Wars movie.
Oh, no, that's never gonna get made.
Yeah, maybe if Thor: Love and Thunder had done better.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, if you want to just it's in my opinion, Star Wars is already kind of dead.
Hmm.
But man, like this is for this one. I think I forget. Is this a one-off project or is this supposed to be a sequel that's like a trilogy starter?
Um, I
I
it sounds like it's just supposed to be a one-off.
okay. I think if I from what I heard about this one, it is a direct sequel to the sequel trilogy.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah.
boy, you misread the tea leaves on that one.
Uh, yeah. Of all the movies, yeah, to do sequel to, it wouldn't be to those.
Yeah, in my opinion, if you want to move the story of Star Wars ahead, forget all the existing characters and come up with a new concept that's like 300 years in the future
Hmm.
or thousands of years in the future. For, for a
Yes.
thousand generations, the Jedi protected the Old Republic, and for 1,000 more, the Jedi protected the New Republic. Until dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Yes. Yeah, and or better yet, didn't like. Although again, it would depend on who they bring in to do it. But I mean, do it. Good Knights of the Old Republic. You know.
Yeah, like it's there. Mind
Yeah.
you, that's a lot of material to adjust or to adapt for one movie, and games flow differently than movies do, so you'd have to be careful with it. But
Hmm.
there's stuff to work with there.
Yeah. Yeah. You could probably stretch it out to a trilogy.
Are we talking like the first game,
Yeah, the first game.
or yeah, you could probably make that work. Have the Revan reveal be like the last act of the first movie.
Hmm.
Second movie would be like Revan dealing with the fact that they are Revan,
Hmm.
and then the third act is like them going to that Star Forge.
Right.
You just add some more set pieces to act as caps for those.
Hmm.
So
And
maybe
then,
some new villains.
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, oh God, what's his name? Um, he's a good villain. I just lost it.
Are we
Um,
talking? Are we talking like the guy with like the?
the missing jaw.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he was Revan's apprentice.
yeah. Like that's a good angle because it's like you brought me to the dark side and now you want to be a good guy?
Hmm. Yeah,
The hell, man!
yeah. But yeah,
Or why
that's the thing.
defending?
Like, yeah, yeah. But yeah, like movies like this get announced a lot, and and like we said, we've had so many Star Wars movies get announced, and then they never don't end up getting made, or they get retooled to be TV shows. So I mean, there's
And
a there's
and
a good
often
chance.
and
What's that?
often TV shows that where the complaint is this feels padded.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Boba Fett definitely felt padded.
Yeah, I I didn't have the strength to watch those.
Yeah, well, I mean, with Boba Fett, I mean, they had to bring in the Mandalorian
Yes,
for 2 episodes. I mean,
that's embarrassing. That would
yeah.
be like our Spider-Man show is our Peter Parker Spider-Man show is sucking so much. Let's do 2 episodes of Miles Morales, the spin-off character,
Yeah.
to bring people back in. That's how embarrassing that is.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Our Iron Man show sucks. Quick, cut to Riri Williams for 2 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and when I heard this announcement, my reaction was, eh.
Pretty much, it's like, okay, man, if you want to keep lighting fire to Star Wars, it's your property.
Yeah, yeah, your money to burn, you know.
And boy, if you had told me 10 years ago, the day will come when the Guardians of the Galaxy guy, okay, if you told me in 2016, the day will come that you actually are looking more forward to the Guardians of the Galaxy guy being in charge of that Superman that you didn't really like in Batman v Superman, um, more than the prospect of a new Star Wars movie, I would have called you nuts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah, here we are, Yeah, that's the sign of the times. Just
Yep.
yeah.
But well, I think that we've both had long weeks and days,
Yes.
and and I guess our lesson, I guess our message here is be objective. Just because you like or hate something doesn't change the underlying numbers.
Hmm.
And who knows? Maybe this Lindelof Star Wars movie comes out and it's an enormous success because people are starved for new Star Wars movies, and or maybe they hire a script doctor and fix it.
Yeah.
Maybe the director is secretly awesome because sounds like Ms. Marvel was the best of the Disney Plus series, at least from like a creative perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you like or dislike something because you like or dislike it, not because you're told to like and dislike it by other people.
Yes,
Yeah.
and also, again, I think that overall, Black Adam is going to be the new Alita, where it's just kind of a culture war thing for a little bit, and then like
Mhm.
later you look at it objectively, it's like, okay, that was a fun time, but it had some issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.